One of my absolute favorite things in our press notes was reading how much you two loved working with each other. So can you each tell me something about the other as a scene partner that you appreciated and helped you reach something in your own character that you wouldn't have been able to without him?
Well, she takes risks. I felt like every scene there was something different. You never did the same thing twice. She completely
same to you, lady.
She's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Open. You were lovely and open and fun and silly and, yeah. I mean, and I'm thinking especially the dance moves.
Yeah,
working that. And in the other scenes, I think we just, both care about Lydia, but we're both like really frustrated by her. And, so we just had these silent moments.
Yeah, almost like a sibling in a way.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
Family dynamic in this movie is spot on. Gives it a big old beating heart that I appreciated.
Right, there is love there.
Without a doubt. I'll follow up on the dance briefly. Jenna, can you compare and contrast preparing for the Beetlejuice dance versus the Wednesday dance?
Yeah. Well, they both the process for both of them was very messy and very okay, well, this feels right. This looks, except this one was a little bit better because Wednesday it was the night before, just like at 3 a.m, like, oh my God, I told him I would do this dance and I don't know what I'm going to do.
Wow.
Where this one it was still that pressure, but like Catherine O'Hara's and the Justin's and this Winona's and this, we're all figuring it out together. She's got it. And Tim also has such confidence in who he has that he was telling us like, oh, it's fine. Like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
And the choreographer was loose and open.
Yeah, the choreographer was so sweet.
Yeah.
He was super collaborative.
Yeah.
It's got a good vibe. A good vibe that feels like somewhat similar but distinct compared to the first one, which I appreciated.
But in the same spirit.
Oh, exactly.
Yes.
A lot of this feels in the same spirit, which is what I appreciated most. Yeah. Catherine, for you, I'll say this out loud because I already sent my reaction to the studio. You're like utter perfection in this movie. Every single creative swing, comedic beat feels so spot on, and you make it all feel so effortless. So it was making me wonder, of everything you do in the movie, what made you the most nervous when it came to nailing it?
Jeez. All of it. And I guess my first thought is in the cemetery. And before I take out the snakes. I did play with that speech. I rewrote the speech a bit. And just wanting that to work. Because I was by myself and I love working with other people. But I don't love doing solo things. I don't know, it's just like too much something. And it was scary, but fun. Tim was going to shoot me in a real cemetery out in the dark. And I'm glad he changed and built a set, a lovely little set. It was more fun being on stage. But yeah, a scene like that. Yeah, but Delia is so in her own world in this movie. Like, I had nothing to do with the real story going on with the family.
I absolutely loved it.
It's kind of like she's really got her own little world.
Yeah, I think there was some story in the gallery. I think there was.
Oh, there was definitely telling.
There was a through line.
Well, I helped set it off, but then after that, I'm like, okay, bye.
Her adventure is very satisfying. She grows in ways that I didn't quite expect in this movie, but I loved everything that you all did with the character.
Wow, thanks.
Jenna, this is a very, very big question for you, but this is something that I keep thinking about. So, I grew up loving Tim's movies, but in this industry, it's the most important thing to be able to preserve, that nostalgia and people's access to that world by spreading it to new generations. And between this and Wednesday, you're kind of shouldering that. So what does it mean to you to have the platform to keep, Tim's legacy and his worlds that we all love so much alive for more people?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely pressure that comes with something like that. But I think I'm learning I've learned in the recent year not to kind of bear the weight of that. I think for me, it's just such a joy to be able to work with Tim and to be a part of these worlds that I, fantasized and dreamed about and, try to imagine myself in these scenarios. So to actually be able to live that out and work with people who I trust and are so brilliant at what they do. For me, it's just like as someone who's an actor, it's just the greatest experience. And I want to focus on that and take pleasure and work on that.
You're doing a special thing. I get to talk about these movies with younger generations because they love you so much. So you should be very proud of that.
I feel so lucky to be a part of their journey with these stories, really.
Amazing. I mean it.
The coolest.
I loved this movie. It made me so happy.